September 21st, 2014, from Ford Field in Detroit, Michigan. It was the Green Bay Packers at the Detroit Lions. And what a game this was. It was all defense. In the first quarter, there was a fumble return by Carey as the first points got put on the board from the defense, as the Lions now led 7-0. The Packers would respond with about 40 seconds left in the first quarter as Aaron Rodgers threw a 10-yard touchdown pass to Andrew Quarless to tie this game up at 7 apiece. Then in the second quarter, the defense struck again as the Lions defense put 2 more points on the board, this time a safety from DeAndre Levy. And then, with about 6 minutes left before halftime, Freese would kick a 30-yard field goal to extend the Lions' lead to 12-7 as they led by 5 points going into halftime. The third quarter would remain scoreless as these two defenses were solid and wouldn't let up any scores throughout the quarter. And all the way into the fourth, when finally the Lions scored their first offensive points of the game, well, the first offensive touchdown of the game. Freese had kicked that field goal earlier, but here we had Reggie Bush with about 11 minutes left in the game score on a 26-yard touchdown run. As Reggie Bush, this is his biggest play of the season thus far, and that gave the Lions a 19-7 lead as they were now up by 12 points. They would hold on, their defense would hold tight, and they held Aaron Rodgers and the Packers scoreless in the second half and only let up that one touchdown in the first quarter as the game came to a close with the final score 19-7. And in this game, Aaron Rodgers was 16 for 27 with 162 passing yards, as he didn't even reach 200 yards. He did have the one touchdown and 0 interceptions. Matthew Stafford was 22 for 34 with 246 passing yards and 2 interceptions. So Stafford wasn't able to find the end zone. He got picked off twice as the Green Bay defense was just as good as the Lions, the difference being they did not score those 9 points that the Lions defense scored. The leading rusher in this game was Reggie Bush with 61 yards off of 12 carries and 1 touchdown, which gave him an average of 5.1, which is nothing to shake a stick at. Megatron was the game's leading receiver with 82 yards off of 6 receptions. So this game was all defense. There was a couple fumbles on each side. And then the interceptions for Stafford is Clinton Dix and House each intercepted him. Of course, those were not able to turn into points for the Packers. And the leading tackler for the Lions was DeAndre Levy as he leads that defense, as they were very impressive today. One of their most impressive performances, definitely of this young season and really in the past few years. They did shut down the Packers 40-10 last time they met in Detroit, and now they shut them down 19-7 as the Lions get this victory in division against their NFC North rival. And the Lions now improve to a record of 2-1, and the Packers fall to a record of 1-2. So once again, the final score 19-7, Detroit over Green Bay.